On the World News tonight, IGP promises to end Benue violence after Tinubu's order. NIMET predicts 3-day nationwide thunderstorms, heavy rain. Plus, court grants 2 billion naira bail to ex-CBN Governor Emefiele.
Academic Staff Union.
Hello and welcome to the World News, coming to you from the studios of Rstv Television here in Port Harcourt. I am Ogbuka Umida. Do you love and care about Rstv and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater height. It is a task we must accomplish. Now the news in details. Father's Day is celebrated annually by 2/3 majority of Christian faithful across the globe on fatherhood and paternal bonds. Gospel Anele is in this report examining the roles and importance of fathers in their families and the society. His report.
Just as mothers are celebrated annually by Christians, the fathers are also celebrated by wives, children, and relatives for their immense contributions to societal growth, family upbringing, and protection, among others. As a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him, as quoted in Psalms 103:13. Therefore, fathers as role models should show compassion in their families by promoting peace and laying solid Christian foundation for children to better the society. I visited some Christian worship centers in Port Harcourt Metropolis and its environs to capture the mood of the faithful and their expectations. Christians who spoke to me, including the paramount ruler of Rumokrosi, His Royal Highness Eze Simeon Wokoma, gave insight on the roles of fathers.
Whatever marital challenges anyone has, it will be out of place for you to abandon your civic responsibility in the upbringing of your children, because you are the head of the family. If you have marriage conflict, it does not debar you from taking up charges to ensure that your children have quality education, have better upbringing for the smooth running of the society, because family consists of the society.
For men who grow up and have a family and they are not ready to care for their family, they play good boy outside. Caring for that side chick outside, it is not proper for one to answer father without taking care of your family.
The father's love is premium. The father's love is always there. But the father cannot, because he wants to show that he loves the children, allow them to sport. If the children go wayward, the man is to be blamed.
Others also expressed joy for the celebration of fathers in the family and societal building.
Today we are celebrating our fathers, and fathers are feathers. But the Bible says that God made the woman to support the man. The woman is a helpmate in encouragement, to help him in prayers, and to help him in every other way that the man may desire. So the woman has a lot of role to play in the life of the man.
Everything is not about sweet mother and other. There is also sweet father. We are happy that we are appreciated by our wives and our children. And then I can see children here coming around to appreciate their parents, hugging their parents, giving gifts to their parents. I appreciate that. And people also giving gifts to me.
The clergies were not left out, as Pastor Stephen Amade and others highlighted the importance of Father's Day.
Today is a special day, talking about a dignified father. A father role in his family. A dignified father is often viewed as a leader, a provider, is a protector, also a spiritual leader.
A good father will always be available for his family, available for the church, available for the community. So as a father, you are expected to be a teacher and a role model, and you are there to draw respect. What you lay as a foundation is what will continue in your family. So fathers should be celebrated. Women should celebrate their husband. So we must learn to honor our fathers, not just in words, but with also substance, as they have given us a role model. If fathers will take up the full responsibility of inculcating values, morals in their families, the society will be a better place.
Fathers are expected to place their trust in God, build bridges in their immediate homes by carrying everyone along, and to live up to their responsibilities for the overall growth of the society. God's power Anele, Rstv News.
As part of preparation to mark the 10th year anniversary of Eze Mekaihumo on the throne as the paramount ruler of Oji Town, Miss Treasure Masilamchi Ezebomo has been presented with a scholarship award of 500,000 naira for the advancement of her educational pursuit. The presentation ceremony took place at the Palace of the King in Oji Town, Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State. Elizabeth Amadi has the rest of the stories.
According to the paramount ruler of Oji community, Eze Ihumo, the community deemed it necessary to use the opportunity of its 10th year anniversary to give out university scholarship award to worthy sons and daughters of Oji community. Eze Oji revealed that the scholarship award happens to be the second phase, as the first phase was awarded to the recipient last year.
We as a community we have also trained 3 other, 2 female and 1 male in Rivers State University, and the young man who also went through engineering studies with the University of Port Harcourt. They have finished, they have gone for youth service, they have returned as well. So we say let us use this our 10th year on the throne to the glory of God to give her the check. So we are still within the 1 year of giving check pending our full Thanksgiving in church.
He said that his reign had given over 150 persons scholarship, some of which are not indigenes of Oji community. The monarch who issued the sum of 500,000 naira as scholarship to Miss Treasure Omasilamchi Ezebunwo, who is studying law at the University of Calabar, said he is not taking the peace that exists in Oji for granted, as God has been his stronghold.
One of the criteria is that you must be an indigene of Oji. That's first, and the second, you will present your papers and then your award letter from the university. You know, that will also be one of the universities in Nigeria, government-owned university. And then you must be somebody whose character is not shaken, whose character people can attest, and that you are not the troublesome type. You know, and then we look at your papers; they are clean and true. They set up some text, you know, some tests for them. The best amongst them will take. We are still expecting to go into the medicine student. That one hasn't emerged yet, but we are preparing, believing God that after this jam, you know, that will get a message to them.
On her part, the award recipient, Miss Treasure Omasilamchi Ezebunwo, a law student with the University of Calabar, expressed gratitude to God, the King, and the community for the honor done her, promising to make the community proud in her academics.
I am very grateful to the community, to my king, my elders, my fathers, my uncles for this opportunity. I thank them for choosing me to play this huge role in the community, and I'm very, very grateful.
Mother of the recipient, Mrs. Elizabeth Ezebunwo Obunda, said she was excited for the honor done to her family and thanked the Eze and his cabinet.
I feel excited, I feel blessed, I feel honored, and I give glory to Almighty God for this that has taken place today.
Oji community in Obiakpo, Rivers State, under the leadership of Eze Emeka Ihumo, has continued to record tremendous achievements both in human and infrastructural development. Activities marking the 10th year anniversary would be concluded in July 2025 with a Thanksgiving. Elizabeth Amadi, Rstv News.
Chairman Oloho's Community Development Trust, Godwin Ndubisi Wallo, has promised that 8 communities within the trust will continue to witness development beyond expectations. Wallo made the announcement before newsmen in Port Harcourt as he presented an account of stewardship 1 year after he assumed office. Emmanuel Emion has the report.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news.
We earlier told you that Chairman of Oloho's Community Development Trust, Godwin Ndubisi Wallo, has promised that 8 communities within the trust will continue to witness development beyond expectations. Wallo made the announcement before newsmen in Port Harcourt as he presented an account of stewardship 1 year after he assumed office. Emmanuel Emion has a report.
Host Communities Development Trust includes Elelo Kaniale, Elele Alimini, Omudioga, Ebeda, Apabu, Elibo, Oporomini, and Itu Ikwere. Wallo explained that Olo HCDT has the smallest resources out of the 5 HCDTs in the Niger Delta region. But on his assumption of office, they embarked on assessment in various communities through town hall meeting and held consultations with stakeholders to enable the board formulate an adequate community development plan, which was determined by the communities.
We try to have a town hall meeting with different communities, which includes the elders, the elites, the women wing, the youth wing, all of them. So they came and took decision of what Olo HCDT will do for them. As I speak to you, within the first 1 year, Olo HCDT can boast of 78 projects ongoing, 40-something is completed.
According to him, Olo communities have witnessed numerous projects cut across the 8 communities within the period of 1 year, adding that out of 78 projects ongoing, 40 have been fully completed.
We know that for you to take your medication, you must eat. So we went into providing food for people. It's given to communities under HCDT. And as I speak to you today, communities are enjoying it. We went into projects properly. Lelilo Canale, we renovated 6 classroom blocks. We built housing estate with 2 one-bedroom flats, 2 self-contained, and we handed it over to communities. In Alimini, we renovated the civic center. We went to Obudioga, we gave them street lights. Even in police stations, to enhance the security check in those communities includes Elelo Kinale and Eweda, and so many others.
Worldwide thanking members of the board for their support and cooperation, which has enabled him to succeed, enumerated the importance of health on the people, and reiterated his administration's commitment in ensuring that the well-being of the people is taken care of. He said lives have been transformed through the undertaking of free medical outreaches in Elele communities, provision of food to the less privileged, renovation of classroom blocks, restoration of electricity, among other projects, by the unwavering commitment of the members of the board.
We understood that one of the challenges people have here in this our domain is all about having access to quality medical care. When we look at that, we decided to assist, we decided to come in. That program made a huge impact in the lives of people. But the one we have done that is the talk of town today is the restoration of electrification in Elelo Kinale. After 9 years, we have been able to put smiles in the faces of people in all the communities under HCDT with our mega resources.
In separate views, stakeholders highlighted the success in the period under review as they commended Godwin Wallo for his excellent leadership performances.
We award contracts to the indigenous contractors. as a mark of local content. And upon the completion of their work, we ensure that they are duly paid accordingly.
We don't just stop at doing the project. We look at the feedback from the communities, and we saw that the people welcomed it. They were so happy. So it gave us a kind of uproar to move forward.
Emmanuel Emenyonu, Rstv News.
Now, the trial of 12 suspects who allegedly killed a female police inspector, Christiana Erekere, on duty at Taba Police Division in Kana local government area of Rivers State, has suffered a setback before a Rivers State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt. The case suffered a setback due to the absence of a third defense witness to conclude evidence on trial and the oral application of withdrawal of one of the defense counsel, Sunday Womo, for some of the defendants. The trial judge, Justice Augusta Kingsley Chukwu, after listening to the counsel, compelled the counsel to continue on the matter pending when he will officially put in an application for a leave of court to withdraw from the defendant's case. Correspondent Doris Stans Morrison reports that Justice Chukwu further adjourned the case to 18th, 23rd, 26th, and 27th of June, as well as 11th of July for a celebrated hearing and ruling on the case. Recall that the prosecution team, led by Celestine Dixon, have concluded their prosecution with over 5 witnesses who are mainly police officers appearing before the witness box to give their testimonies and exhibits, including video clips of the incident tendered and played in an open court. Do you love and care about Rivers State and our peace? Let's build and take her to greater height. It is a task we must accomplish. Still to come, Iran launches new missile strikes on Israel, killing 4 and injuring dozens. And in sports, Italy appoints former midfielder Gennaro Gattuso as manager before 2026 World Cup. Details shortly.
Every great hero begins their day with a mission. And our heroes, they're on the hunt. Be a superhero. Join the Hunt and Win promo on Indomitable Packs. Visit www.indomie.ng/IHWP for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Omega Power Ministries, OPM Worldwide, presents
One More Saturday to Go in the 7 Saturdays to Get Pregnant.
Are you seeking for the fruit of the womb? Do you have infertility issues? Do you have a low sperm count? Are the doctor's reports saying you can never get pregnant or father a child? Are your in-laws mocking you that their son married a man like him? Have you gone everywhere seeking for help with no solution? Are you tired of the insults, mockery, and shame of childlessness? Cry no more, for Dr. Jesus has remembered you in this 7 weeks program titled 7 Saturdays to Get Pregnant.
Come and partake of these wonders, healings and restorations. Date Saturday 14th June 2025. Time is still 8 a.m. in the morning.
Venue OPM GRA 2, number 2 Greg Ogbefe Street, GRA Phase 2, Port Harcourt.
Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
Every great hero begins their day with a mission. And our heroes, they're on the hunt. Be a superhero. Join the Hunt and Win promo on Indomitable Packs. Visit www.indomie.ng/IHWP for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news. This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news.
You're still watching the World News coming to you live from the studios of Rstv Television here in Port Harcourt. Moving on now, The National Emergency Management Agency on Monday said that 6,527 people have so far been displaced by the attacks in Benue State. It also said that over 3,000 displaced residents, including women and children, were in urgent need of food, non-food items, potable water, and essential medical supplies. NEMA, in a statement on its official X account, said those displaced included 82 pregnant women, 252 lactating mothers, and 657 children under 18. The agency said urgent humanitarian support is being mobilized and delivered to alleviate the hardship of the displaced persons. The agency said the casualty figures from the attack in the Yellowater community in the Guma local government area were inconsistent due to the volatile security situation and limited access to affected areas. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Betokun, has conveyed the federal government's commitment to contain the killings in Benue State and bring the perpetrators to justice. Several people were killed over the weekend at Yellowater in Benue State following a vicious attack on the border town by suspected herdsmen. Following the incident, President Bola Tinubu directed security chiefs to implement his earlier directive to bring lasting peace and security to the state. Speaking at a meeting with Governor Hyacinth Alia on Monday at the government house in Makode, Egbetokun lamented the surge of attacks on vulnerable communities and called for strategies that will keep Benue residents safe. Justice Halilu Yusuf of the Federal Capital Territory High Court on Monday granted bail at 2 billion naira to a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Justice Yusuf granted the bail after Emefiele was arraigned on an 8-count charge in which he is accused of, among others, unlawfully acquiring a housing estate comprising 753 units, allegedly stealing and taking control of billions of naira in proxy accounts. In the ruling, Justice Yusuf noted that Emefiele had been granted bail in 3 other criminal cases pending against him and that there was no evidence that he had jumped bail. Justice Yusuf ordered Emefiele to submit his travel documents to the court and directed that he must perfect the bail by Wednesday, failing which he will be remanded in custody. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has forecast widespread thunderstorms and rainfall across the country from Monday, June 16 to Wednesday, June 18. In its 3-day weather outlook released in Abuja, NIMET said early morning thunderstorms are expected in northern states, including Kaduna, Adamawa, and Taraba on Monday. Later in the day, heavier rainfall and storms may affect Borno, Zamfara, Bauchi, Kano, Jigawa, Kebbi, Katsina, and other northern areas. On Tuesday, NIMET predicted the southern region will also see rain in Ogun, Ondo, Cross River, Rivers, and Lagos in the morning, with more areas including Bayelsa and Akwa Ibom expected to receive rain by evening. By Wednesday early morning, thunderstorms will hit parts of Kebbi, Zamfara, Bauchi, Adamawa, and Taraba, with more showers anticipated in the afternoon in Gombe and Jigawa. Petroleum tanker drivers have taken to the streets to protest the 12,500 parking fee imposed on them by the Lagos State government through the Electronic Call-Up Systems Company. The drivers on Monday were joined by other truckers, to include lifters of petroleum products from the Dangote refinery, as well as transporters of cargoes from the Lekki Deep Sea seaport. Following the protest, cargoes were trapped at the Lekki port as owners of imported goods returned home, submitting to fate. Barely 24 hours earlier, truck drivers and fuel marketers in Lagos State said they would stop loading petroleum products from today, saying they could not afford to pay 12,500 per truck for the e-call-up system, especially on the Lekki-Ekpe corridor. In response, the Lagos State government said there was no going back in the implementation of the e-collar system on Monday, accusing the unions of collecting up to 41,000 naira from drivers without any service. On to foreign matters now, Iran announced it had launched some 100 missiles and vowed to further retaliate for Israel's sweeping attacks on its military and nuclear infrastructure, which have killed at least 224 people in the country. The attacks raised Israel's total death toll to at least 18, and in response, the Israeli military said fighter jets had struck 10 command centers in Tehran belonging to Iran's QED's force. Authorities in the central Israeli city of Petah Tikva said that Iranian missiles had hit a residential building there, charring concrete walls and shattering windows and ripping the walls of multiple apartments. The Israeli Megan David Adam Emergency Service reported that 2 women and 2 men were killed in the wave of missile attacks that struck 4 sites in central Israel. And on the entertainment scene, Nollywood actor Lekan Olatunji has given details concerning his memory loss after the 2022 incident that almost claimed his life. Glory Ekanen tells us this and more from the entertainment scene.
Nollywood actor Lekan Olatunji has opened up about a ghastly 2022 accident he was involved in that caused him to lose his memory. According to the actor, who is more prominent in the Yoruba side of Nollywood, the accident, which almost claimed his life, kept him in the hospital for 3 months. Olatunji talked about this traumatic experience in a recent interview with newsmen, revealing that he had to undergo multiple surgeries as he thanked God and his doctors for seeing to his survival. Nigerian Afrobeat queen Tiwa Savage added a bit more excitement for fans during her performance at a concert in the United Kingdom with how she reacted when she spotted her old English teacher in the crowd. The multi-award-winning singer did the sweetest thing while performing at the Little Sims Meltdown Festival show in London when she stepped off the stage to meet up with the man who taught her English in school many years ago. On spotting the man, who looked like he was in his late 60s, Tiwa paused her performance, stepped down from the stage, and walked up to him to give him a big hug. They had a brief chat, which excited the fans and got them screaming, with many lucky ones seated around the man taking full advantage by getting close-up pictures and videos of the Afrobeat superstar. TikTok celebrity couple Jarvis and Pella are going through a rough patch in their relationship, with both of them accusing the other of wrongdoings. Jarvis, on her part, broke down in tears during a live streaming session while opening up about the issues in their relationship.
Do you love and care about River State and peace? Let's build and take her to greater height. It is a task we must accomplish. To end the news, a recap of some major stories. In response to a series of deadly attacks that have claimed numerous lives, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has condemned the surge of attacks on vulnerable communities and assured strategies that will keep Benue residents safe. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has forecast thunderstorms and rains from Monday, June 16 to Wednesday, June 18 across the country, urging residents to stay informed through weather updates from NIMET. We had reported that Justice Halilu Yusuf of the Federal High Court has granted 2 billion naira bail to the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, following his arraignment on an 8-count charge bordering on corruption, including unlawful acquisition of a 753-unit housing estate and the alleged diversion of billions of naira through proxy accounts. That's the news. Many thanks for joining. I am Ogbuka Umina. Good night.